Good to know.
Yes, sir.
Sign in again.
And then also under new director description, and just so that everybody kind of understands what we're talking about there is we are forming a policies and procedures committee. And I think that it would probably behoove us all to put that before that committee and bring it back in March. So if everybody's okay, we'll take a motion and a second for the. We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, let's vote, please. Motion carries 5-0. Next is the minutes from the December 2nd, 25 BOMA meeting, and also the beer board that followed. And why we're doing that, we also have a beer, no comment. Got a packed house and nobody wants to speak. Okay, we'll move on. Comments from the mayor. I'd like to welcome everybody to 2026. Hope everybody had a good holiday season, and I think that myself and the city is ready to get back to work. So that is our comments. Next is committees and commissions. Safety.
Good evening. Good evening. For the month of December, we had 88 total responses. Of that, we had 4 fires. We had a shed fire on Madison Street, a vehicle fire, we had a minor grass fire on Highway 55, and we had a flower pot fire over here by the bank. We had 4 over here by the bank. We had 4 EMS assists. We had 13 motor vehicle accidents we responded to, and we also had 5 in the county we responded to. We had 2 extrications in the county. We had 10 false alarms. 3 of those were caused by frozen sprinkler systems. We had 4 smoke investigations. We had 2 gas leaks where contractors struck a gas line over there where they're constructing the new Panera Bread. We did 2 car seat installs, and we did 41 public services. Also during the month, we had 2 personnel complete the Fire Officer 2 course, which was Captain Floyd and Captain Wright. We hired a new firefighter, Cody Cook, assigned him to A shift. Mr. Field and Mr. Novea were promoted to lieutenant. Mr. Baumstein and Mr. Spry were promoted to driver operator. We had 5 people complete the hazmat technician course, Mr. Carter, Cantrell, Novea, Frame, and Husky. And we assisted with setting up and manning the warming shelter at the Ada Wright Center from 29 December to 1 January. And I think we had a total of 10 people that attended that. Other than that, that's it.
Thank you.
Thanks, sir.
Been busy.
Yes, sir.
Good evening. For the month of December, Manchester Police Department responded to 1,675 calls for service. For the calendar year, we responded to 22,277 calls for service. Personnel update, Samuel Pennington and Landon Pence have both been working in our FTO phase for patrolmen. Officer Pence has completed that phase and is on his own. Officer Pennington will continue that until his graduation from the police academy, which he's scheduled to go to in March. Officer Morgan Myers received the Officer of the Year award for MPD for 2025 and his 7-year anniversary. Cody McMurtry received the Chris Patterson Memorial Award, which is held very, very dear to our heart, and Alderman French's. Jamie Norris celebrated his 10-year anniversary, and Tanya Trail her 20-year anniversary. I hate to tell you this, but I'm going to be on vacation from the 14th to the 21st of this month. Major West and Chief Investigator Eldridge will hold the fort down while I'm gone, and Administrative Captain Robertson as well. So if you need anything, feel free to call them. I may have email access, I may not. Our vehicles and equipment, MPDs, we've received all of our stop sticks we ordered. They've all been installed in our vehicles, and all officers have been trained on them. We have all of our patrol rifles delivered, distributed, and officers trained on those as well. We have a F-150 that's lost its transmission. The cost of that's anywhere from, depending on if it's a rebuild or replace, $5,000 to $9,000. So kind of sitting on it for the time being, make a decision how we want to move forward with it. In December on the 4th, we had our potluck Christmas dinner with our staff. Had some amazing food at the Ada Wright Center, and Santa Claus there to have a bunch of kids sit in his lap. He did a great job. December is a really, really busy month for everybody, but for the police department, we did our Angel Tree program again this year. Proud to say we were able to serve 100 angels through that program. Those gifts include clothing, personal hygiene, and toys. We also were able to prepare 60 food boxes for families that are associated to those same angels, which is a lot of work. Those were picked up on December 19th, and the entire staff of the police department is a big part of that. Our Emily up front, our PSO, and Dawn, our court clerk, were a huge part of making that a success and keeping us pointed in the right direction. There were a bunch of donations. There's too many to list. A lot of them want to remain anonymous, that we couldn't do it without those donations. We participated in the Warman Center on 2 different occasions. Myself and several officers had a lunch at College Street on the 11th with students who didn't have an adult to eat lunch with them, and we really enjoyed that. It's a great experience. Speaking of the Angel Tree, the Head Start on Oakdale and the Lonnie Norman Coffee Early Head Start, we were able to give every child in both of those a wrapped toy for Christmas. Our finance MPD is currently at 53% of our yearly budget. My goal for that is to be under 58%, so we're ahead of that. Grant information, we've installed 2 radars in patrol cars, purchased with Tennessee Highway Safety Office money. 100% of that was funded. Don't speed, especially in school zones. We've listed several items. This is a big deal for the city. Since October, the water department, we've sold $47,859 worth of equipment. The street department, $72,500.
Are you going on vacation?
A long inactive fire hydrant over on Truckers Lane to improve system reliability and fire protection capacity. Our wastewater maintenance, collection systems repair teams repaired 2 urgent sewer repairs and is investigating a major rehab project that we're going to start this month, replacing sewer mains in the critical areas that we identified during the video, CCTV video done by Dukes. We're going to do it in-house starting maybe mid this month. We're just waiting on material. Excuse me. Our meter readers, meter services division successfully read 8,697 water meters this month. Of those, 8,163 were active. 534 were inactive. Our wastewater facility maintenance teams effectively addressed the substantial workload of both emergency and scheduled tasks, leading to considerable improvements in the system. We are continuing moving forward with City Works. A full rollout will be Monday, January the 12th. We're going to implement it in the field with our field operations staff. We're training them this week, so they'll be able to use it. Overall, December presented a demanding operational month for us due to the adverse weather conditions, staffing transitions, and elevated maintenance activities. However, despite these hurdles, our team successfully upheld regulatory compliance standards, enhanced system reliability, and integrated the new personnel into our staff.
Thank you. Good job. Recreation?
Good evening. I have a monthly report that I can email to anyone that would like that goes into more detail about some maintenance items and other things, but highlights from that monthly report include, for the month of December, we had 8,970 guests that entered the rec center. That's up from December of 2024, which we had 7,435. Trees of Christmas was held this month, had low attendance, so that's a program that we're going to have to reevaluate for future. We held our Christmas community luncheon for the senior population on Thursday, December the 18th. We held a Christmas break camp with 16 students. Our year-round swim lessons, we have 69 that are enrolled in that program, which is down this time of year normally because of the holidays. We have filled our aquatics manager position with Jordan Adcock, who's a former employee from many years ago. He left us to go for other adventures and then came back to us here this last month. And the next rec commission meeting will be on January the 14th at 4:30 here in the boardroom.
How's your ice skating going?
I was going to cover that under the tourism for you. So tourism, we did not meet in the month of December. The ice skating rink, as of December the 31st, we had a total of 673 participants. We were closed one day due to inclement weather, and the last day we're operating is this Friday, the 9th.
As Director Fox said, when tourism didn't meet, they meet on the 14th. Planning and zoning?
Our January Planning Commission meeting, due to the holiday, is scheduled for Tuesday, January 20th at 5:30 here in the boardroom. That agenda will be posted by the end of the week. I believe there are 8 items on the agenda. There are no items for the Board of Zoning Appeals.
Historical zoning?
That meeting that was scheduled for Thursday here in the boardroom has been canceled. Our next regular called meeting will be held February 5th at 5 o'clock here in the boardroom. We have planned to discuss some altering on the section of lighted signage in regards to some punctuation so that it is more clearly understood moving forward.
Thank you. Has anybody got any questions? Alderman? Everybody good? 9?
Resolution A, a resolution authorizing the purchase of a new 2025 E1 rescue pumper at a price of $850,900 for use of the fire department of the city of Manchester, sponsored by Alderman Parker.
This was both passed in safety, I believe. We did have the discussion with our financial director since we didn't meet, and this is going to come out of the general fund this year due to a purchase of Little Leaf Company. We had an extra $1 million to put toward this purchase, so it will not affect your fund balance. The good thing about this is it has an opportunity to up our ISO rating, which in long term will help rates and different things for the community. Looks like we have a motion and a second, and Vice Mayor Messick.
I just want to remind everybody that's listening, $850,000 sounds like a lot of money, but it's replacing a new fire truck that was a little over $1 million. So instead of spending $1 million, we're spending $850,000. So we're saving $150,000, $200,000.
Yeah. And to go along with that just a little bit, you know, we started specking out a new vehicle that would take us 18 months or so to get, and that was going to be cheap.
1.2, 1.3
$1.2, $1.3 million. This one here was built for somebody that they didn't take it, so we had opportunity to pick it up. And also, 3 months ago now, maybe 4 months ago now, we purchased a 2010 model to replace another item at the fire department. So I would assume that, we're kind of even, and you get a new one and an extra one that way. So, good job.
Much appreciated.
So a motion and a second. Any more comments? Hearing none, let's vote, please. Spinning. Motion carries 5-0. Congratulations. I think we will take possession of that tomorrow.
Hopefully, yes, sir.
And it will probably go into the service by the middle of next week, once we get badging and everything on it.
Resolution B, a resolution to authorize the expenditure of up to $46,000 in total for information technology capability additions provided by Visual Edge IT, sponsored by Alderman Crosland.
So we need a motion and a second. So we have a motion and a second. Any discussion? And a lot of this right here is just bringing us up to date and consolidating some things together in the IT department. Here are no comments. Let's vote, please. Motion carries 5-0.
Resolution C, a resolution naming the sidewalk along Hills Chapel Road to Weehoffer Walk, sponsored by Vice Mayor Messick.
At this time, is there anybody from the family here? Anybody from the Weehoffer?
Not the family, but, I'm a friend of theirs.
Okay,
They were unable to come tonight, they don't live in town.
okay.
I didn't find out when enough time to get on here.
Okay, so we have a resolution, and everything that we would like to get to them, and when they either come, or if you want to, we'll make sure we get that to them, okay? So, we have a motion and a second. Any more comments? Let's vote, please. Motion carries 5-0.
Ordinance B on the agenda, the first reading of an ordinance rezoning property owned by Doyle Lewis Jr. on Highland Drive from R3 to C3, sponsored by Vice Mayor Messick.
We have a motion and a second. Oh, wait a minute. My fault, I got ahead again. Now we have a motion and a second. Any discussion from the board? Let's vote, please. Okay. We're back up and going. Motion carries 5-0. Number 10, old business, interim directors. We have a motion and a second on the floor. The motion was made by Vice Mayor Messick to remove the interim titles from interim Police Chief Adam Floyd from Manchester Police Department, and also interim director Lonnie Foley to director. The motion was seconded by Alderman French. Any discussion? Hearing none, let's vote, please. Motion carried 5-0. Congratulations, gentlemen. Number 11, new business. The BOMA appointments to the Water and Sewer Commission that was passed by ordinance. I nominate Vice Mayor Messick and Alderman Parsley to that. Do I see a motion, and do I have a second? We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, this will bring this board to a 7-member board, with 3 of them being aldermen. Let's vote, please. Motion carries 5-0. Guys, we meet this Thursday at 6 o'clock. Policies and Procedures Committee, we passed that ordinance. The second reading was December the 2nd. And what that is, it's going to, so my nominees for the 2 alderman seats are Alderman Ryan French, Alderman Thomas Crosland. There will be somebody from Finance. Anthony is out sick today. It will either be Anthony or Kelly as his person from Finance. HR is Tina Warren and also the City Attorney, Mr. Johnson. And then there will be 2 public at-large seats. At this time, I ask that we approve these. I will post them and bring the 2 citizen participations back to the February meeting so that we can start meeting. And so the intent of policies and procedures is for us to start reviewing. Our code book hasn't been updated. It goes back quite a ways, and it's time that we look through the code book and make sure that everything is up to date and we're not living in the 1970s on codes and things that we don't do today. The other part of that is as we do job descriptions and those things, I believe that there will be an ordinance brought to the floor next month that says all job descriptions and everything will go through policies and procedures before they come to the board so that everything starts being uniformed. Right now, they're kind of this qualification, that qualification, and I think that we can get that tightened up a little bit and be better. So at this time, I'd like to ask that we have a motion and a second for those to be appointed to that policies and procedures. Any comments? Let's vote, please. Motion carries 5-0. Item 12, any comments from the board, Mayor and Alderman? Alderman Crosland?
Just want, since most of the police department is here, this feels like the safest place in Coffee County right now. Want to thank you guys for all the hard work on the Angel Tree and also the warming centers and the other departments involved. Taking care of those less fortunate is job number 1 for us, for all of us. And you guys did a hell of a job on that. So thank you very much.
Alderman 3? No. Alderman French?
Yes, congratulations to Lonnie and Adam.
Vice Mayor Messick?
That's all I was gonna say. Glad you guys are full-time now. You get to work.
Alderman Parsley?
Congratulations, guys.
And last comment from myself is, of course, congratulations to you guys. Thank you for all your dedication and hard work while we were having these open positions. I see that there's a gentleman who's retired back there. He's got a little beard going and everything. We wanted to recognize him and say thank you for everything you did to set Chief Floyd up for success. So thank you for that. There is beer board to follow. At this time, we'll take a motion to adjourn this meeting. So moved. We can all vote by voice if you like. Aye. Just start pushing them for them. You got this. At this time, we will call the beer board
You have one beer permit tonight.
Okay.
This is for Walgreens. It's a change of management. Applicant Matthew Page. The premises and applicant both meet the criteria for a positive vote for a beer permit.
I'll make a motion.
We got a motion, do we have a second?
Seconded.
So we have a motion and a second, we'll do voice roll call, please.
Alderman Anderson, absent. Alderman Cross,
Yay.
Alderman Three, Mayor Hobbs,
Aye.
Alderman French,
Aye.
Vice Mayor Messick, Alderman Parsley.
I do need each of your signatures, please.
At this time, we'll take a motion to adjourn as well. So moved, second, and ayes. Thank you, guys. Everybody have a safe trip home.
It came